run for being all defensive team was there. Her presence was shown. So that's why, Sister Tony, I disagreed with you and Sister Keisha last night. She wants to be on a different spot of things for her resume standard. She wants to be able to be on the all defensive team. She wants to be the leader in rebounds. She wants her personal accolades to be mentioned in her sophomore season on how historic it was for her. So no, I disagree with everyone else that she won't show up and won't play these next two games. I believe that Angel, because who she is and the Taurus that she is and how loyal she is and how she is loyal to herself first, which you should be, she's gonna take those personal things that she has done and added to the WNBA, and she want her name to be written in the records and the annals of time, how she performed. And don't let the chaos, the outside room, who said what, take her out of the main thing. The main thing is the main thing, and that is to hoop and to put your name in the sand in your career. So I land.
Okay. So, and just to reiterate, not saying that she's not going to show up. I'm assuming that she wouldn't play. But if that's her main thing, if that's important, which we know that that is important to her, but right now her mind is someplace else. And when your mind is someplace else, that stuff doesn't matter, right? Because right now you're playing with my name. Yes, I want to be in the record books. Yes, I want it to be etched in stone. Yes, I want it to be seen. And I just shared, God dog, I missed the first hour. But anyway, but for as trying to play these last two games to keep it up, I mean, hey, like I said, she's a player, as I said last night, she's a player that wants to play. She want to finish the season so she can say she completed a full season, right? Which is great. But in this scenario, she has to play every game, these last two games, down to the wire, to the minute, determine if she want to get on that, because she got to get the feel and the charismatic for her teammates, right? I wouldn't put myself in a position to be hurt in any way, form, or fashion, because remember, all of these players have these open contracts. I'm not saying anybody would do something purposely, but the only thing that I know would purposely be done will be not feeding her the ball. And she's going to have to get it out of the mud. The only person that I can say wouldn't do that, or two people that wouldn't do that, and I would hope that the team wouldn't do that, because it would show loudly, unless they're trying to make a statement. And the only way they would want to make that statement is if Jeff P is telling them to make that statement, because it comes from the top, right? Players just want to play. They want to win, and they want to look good while doing it. So if she plays these last two games, great. I would say not to play that half a game, because she would have gotten hurt. She wasn't warmed up. There's no way they didn't put her on the bike, all these different things to get her warmed up to be able to come out to the next game. For the second half, to be able to really play and give Asia hell, right? So now guess what? Tomorrow's a new game. So if it's a new game, new day, new atmosphere, new time, yeah, start her from the beginning and let her play. Now, will he even start her? I don't even know. But when she get out there, at least it won't be way until a whole nother half of the game. Back to the game with the Lynx and the Valkyries. That was one heck of a playoff viewing game for you, because the Valks led the entire game up until the last bit, when the Lynx came and just took over. That's a well-fought game. Kudos to the Valkyries for that, and so on. Watching all of these teams play, watching Fever lock themselves in, watching LA fall when they should have been rising in the last two games that they lost. It would have put them in a better position, and right now we would be saying, dang, Seattle, you got to try to fight to get your spot back. Right now, they're fighting to keep their spot, because then guess what? Sparks would be in the door. And they still got time. We'll see. I doubt it, depending on how many games they have left. And with the Storm being what is that? 2 games ahead. So we would have to see. We'd have to see. Can they tie it? What you think? Can they tie it?
They can tie it, and they still have a play in this year, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. So I mean, it is what it is at this point. Sparks, Sparks. They shoot themselves in the foot. So at this point, I don't know what to say for them because I mean they are just now getting their feet up underneath them. But there's games that they lost that they shouldn't have lost, and that's what I have on that.
Okay. So we go into the final game with the Sky and the Aces being beat. Nothing to talk about here. It's everything that Angel said. It's everything that Michaela Wnba said on the podium. We covered that. Go watch the video. Me, Sister
Last
Tony,
night.
and Keisha, we dropped a new video on the Players Club last night, and we had a conversation. We had a conversation last night on the Players Club on the video. So we got a video up there. We went a full hour.
Please go check it out.
Go check it out and what we did and cover over the Sky game and the Aces and everything else of what we talked about. Now let's do the NFL talk.
Here we go.
But first, Tony, we got to do a commercial, and here's a commercial break. You guys will be right. We'll be right back after these messages. I appreciate everybody showing up, showing out, and coming and supporting our cause, y'all. Y'all are phenomenal people, and thank you.
Just came out the liquor store, bumped into my man's. Everything he say, it's official. All of the products, A1, feel good on the skin. Applies real smooth. A1 from day one. Real guy, real good people. Trust the product, trust and believe.
Yes,
I'm a
sir.
true believer.
When you put it on your skin, how did it feel?
Man, smooth to the touch, man. It don't go on all crazy or none of that stuff like that.
Yes,
it's
sir.
Real smooth, smell good, and it last all day too.
The essential oil stayed with you pretty much the whole time that you had it.
All day, and I get
My
nothing
man,
but
I
compliments
appreciate
from it.
this, my
Nothing but
man, 100
compliments.
grand. Get that, that's right there, that's yours, man. I thank you and I love you. Yes, sir.
So the NFL, Sister Tony.
Yeah. Let's hit it.
So what we have here, y'all, is a great week one. A great week one to start off the NFL has started properly on Thursday, am I right? So week one started off with the Cowboys and Eagles, 20-24. I don't know what they were thinking. Some Cowboy fans are just delusional when it comes to them and their fandom. I don't know if they really understand that this team is cursed. This team, because of the way that it's ran, right? The way that they have an owner who stay in the highways and byways and is in the press where he can't find himself out of the way to let GMs do their job, to let coaches do their job. He has to be in each and every film, shot, study, talk about what, where, when he hired people to do the job that he, you know what I mean, he actually, does anyway. We ain't gonna even, I really can't stand him, so I really ain't gonna too much be saying his name. But the Eagles lost. Let's move. I digress. We move on. Eagles lost to the Cowboys 24-20. The Chiefs and the Chargers faced each other.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes wanted to win that game really, really bad. But in the last second of it all, just like we covered the last night's game, in the last moments of it all, the Chargers were prevailing over the Chiefs. The Dolphins and the Colts played each other, and it looked like Tua was not even on the field. I don't know. I don't know what the Dolphins have to do at this point. Maybe because of the arrests that happened last year and the year before, the different things and the fights that were happening has sidelined this team, and they have to figure out they can't bring back the same players. And this is what we were talking about, the continuity of it all. There's a problem in the Dolphins locker room, and it has been the same way for the last couple of years. And Tua has a free Tua.
Free him. Please free him.
Free Tua.
Free.
There's 32 other teams that he can go to that I'm sure that would need a classified, bona fide quarterback just like Tua, and change it up. They just really need to change it up. Of course, Indiana Colts, you know what I mean? The Indianapolis Colts have been steadfast in trying. You got to watch those people. That a team like that, they beat who they supposed to be, Sister Tony.
Exactly.
They beat who they supposed to be. And the Indianapolis Colts is a team that I will be watching this season to see where their placement is. But I ain't going to watch them because they in Indiana. Now, so the Steelers and Jets, very interesting game. Brett Favre showed you who he is. I'm just saying that Aaron Rodgers, what was under this guy, and learned so many things from Brett Favre. I know a lot of people don't want to say his name, but Brett Favre was a cold man. He's a quarterback that took his career up into the 40s, and he showed everybody, like Aaron Rodgers, that you can play at 40. And Aaron Rodgers, what he do? He played at 40, and he's good at it. He's great at it. Matter of fact, you want to see a 40-year-old man take the field and play with these young guys and get excitement, Tony.
Yep.
This is a turn of events. We know that he got hurt a game, the first game of the Jets, right? When he first got, you know what I mean, took on the contract with the Jets, the New York Jets, and he just never really got up off of the ground there in New York. He left New York Jets, went over to Pittsburgh Steelers because there was a job application that had to be filled for a quarterback, and he didn't think that he actually was going to take that job. They were begging, pleading, sending wide receivers to his house, putting rose petals down on the floor. You know what I mean? They did everything, and as he held out to sign the contract, Brett Favre finally came over to the Pittsburgh Steelers, and wow, it was an joyful game, impactful game. Brett Favre will be proud because, you know, I don't like no cheesehead, but I will say the Green Bay Packers really bred those boys to be great quarterbacks in the world we have today. Moving on. We had the Panthers and the Jaguars. That's Duvall's team. The Panthers and the Jaguars. Boo. But anyway, I ain't going to do my bear come out. Y'all got to forgive me. My bear come out. You know, Duvall is a Jaguars fan. And, you know, I had to let him know that we don't like that over here. Anyway, the Panthers and the Jaguars, 10-26. Cardinals and the Saints. Tony, y'all.
What you want to worry you about? What you want to worry your mouth about? Let my say so long. We know what they need to work on. We know what they need to work on. And that's just like Chicago Sky. They got to work on the right there players.
Hey, Jack.
Hey, don't you
Hey,
cap on my
Jack.
team. Only I can cap on my team. Don't you cap on my team. Only I can cap on
Hey,
my team.
Jack.
Shut your trap.
Jack, they could beat the Cardinals.
Hey, we're gonna get it together. We're gonna win something. Sometime this season.
The
Not too
Cardinals
much.
ain't had a team since the 60s.
Hey, not too much, man. Not too much. Bear
I
down,
Cardinals.
you.
I didn't say the Saints. I said the Cardinals ain't had a
Yeah,
team.
no, but no, we know what you're going to next. Let me take this one. Shut your trap. Shut your trap. We're gonna fight on this.
See you laughing. See Tony laughing.
Hey, hey.
Hey, they see you laughing.
Wait till your Bears play tonight. Then we're gonna come back. We're gonna come back to the Saints. We're gonna come back to the Saints when after your Bears play tonight. I want to say that loud and clear. We're gonna come back tonight after your Bears play, and we'll talk about the Bears and the Saints together. We are not talking about the Saints right now.
I didn't say nothing about the Saints. You the one. And I'm in tears.
Right now.
I'm in tears. I'm in tears. I didn't even say nothing about no.
Moving on to the Giants and the Commanders. Move on.
Okay, go ahead. She say, "Let me say something. Let me take this one." Oh, I take nothing.
Hey, big dog, watch.
Nothing.
Hey, big dog, watch it now. Watch.
She say, "Let me take."
Big dog. Watch it now, big dog. Watch it.
She say, "Let me take this on the Saints." Oh, I take nothing. She didn't even give y'all the score check. Damn, Tony.
Everybody know what the score is. It's 2013. 2013. My Saints lost. They didn't look good at all. You know, but we're gonna get it together. It's the first week of the season. So just give us I'm gonna talk like Angel in the beginning. Give us some grace. give us some grace. And moving on.
Okay.
Giants and the Commanders.
Go ahead, move on. Go ahead, Tony. You take it.
You got it, man. Look here. Do you see that score? Okay, Giants and Commanders. 21-6 on the Commanders. I don't know. I just want to say, where was the Giants? You talking about the Saints? Where was the Giants? So as you can see, we are not the worst. So I just want to say, where are they? We're just gonna run down the score before we take up too much time on the rest of this football season. You have the Buccaneers and the Falcons. Falcons folded. Falcons could have won that game. Shame on them. You know, hey, the Dirty Birds are who they are, the Dirty Birds, and that's just what they were yesterday. They need to get out their own head and they need to play better. Those key games like that, those are must wins because it's going to eat them up in the end when they're trying to be positioned nicely. Hey, Jacob, don't get me started, Jacob. I'm over. I'm past that now.
Forget about the chat. Forget the chat. Come on, Tony. Come on, get this.
We have the Bengals and the Browns. Bengals overtake Browns by 1 point, 17-16. We have the Raiders and the Patriots, 20-13. Raiders take that game. We have 49ers and Seahawks, 17-13. 49ers, that was a nice game, but trashy defensively. But there we are. I mean, I'm going to digress. They could have did some things differently. Moving on, Titans and Broncos, 2012 Broncos. Lions and Packers, 27-13. Texans and Rams, 14-9. And Ravens and Bills, of course, we all saw that game. We know what happened. It was a you score, I score, you score, I'm going to score again, and then I'm just going to let you have the game. That's how that game ended up, 41-40. And then that's the end of the rundown and recap of all the games for the NFL. Now we have some time if you want to go back, Brother Claude, and reiterate on some of those games, but minus the Saints. I just went over that. Moving on. We called the Ravens and Bills game, okay? So just mistakes down the line, and it cost them the game. Sometimes when you think you're too high on the hog and you got the game won in the blink of an eye, it's as simple as a field goal. So they could have tied the game with the conversion. They did not, but Ravens had the ball. They turned the ball over. Bills take the ball, get it down the field. Next thing you know, they put themselves in the field goal contingents, and of course, make the field goal. And here we are. That's the end of the game, and Bills win the game. Where you at with me, brother Claude?
You have the Lamar Jackson being phenomenal as he has always been in this game, and Josh Allen. So you had the gorilla on the ground, and you had the bird in the air.
Yeah.
But it had switched from the buffalo being on the ground and the raven being in the air. The buffalo say, no, we gonna fly today and y'all gonna run.
Yep.
So the Ravens ran. Well, Henry did over 240 some odd yards for the game, and he was running down their throat. Henry was doing just about what you see most great running backs do at 6'4", 250 pounds. He could not be stopped. He was running and trampling over Bills linemen all night long. But there is a man that's called Josh Allen, and he did the David against Goliath, and he took a slingshot, which is his arm, and Josh Allen threw all night long. He said, damn those damn yards. Yeah, they only did 110, 106 yards, I believe, last night overall as we covered the game. But Josh Allen said, to the air we go. And he threw to those wide receivers that was available for him, and they committed to keep striking. As the last seconds go down, Josh Allen tells the crowd to calm down, settle down, be quiet. Hey, don't be upset. We got this. And with seconds on the clock, Josh Allen leads his team to victory against the great Lamar Jackson. And that was all that happened. And that by a field goal, if the Ravens would have been able to, make that 1-point conversion when they made the touchdown, it would have been a tie game, and then this would have been a little different. But points are made to score. Winners win, losers find ways to lose. And it just seems like Lamar Jackson finds ways to choke against big teams and not have big wins. And that's what that is about. Sister Tony, we have a couple more minutes left. The next 15 minutes, you guys, we're gonna go over some WNBA talk. Some Shedeur Sanders talk about the Browns. The Shedeur Sanders is in a serious tangled web. Shedeur Sanders has been acquired by a team who don't want him. Shedeur Sanders is acquired by a team that the owner said was not his pick.
That's what he said.
He said that Shedeur Sanders himself personally Himself personally would not have picked him. Himself personally would not have had this young man who is a superstar, which we know that he is legendary, who is a superstar, be drugged and dragged around and disrespected, not just from the NFL draft point, not in the first round, not in the second round, Tony, not in the third round, not in the fourth round, but the fifth round at 144th. Out of all of the players, they said, they claimed, the NFL claimed, the teams claimed that he was 144th as good as everyone else that went on the board. We beg to differ here.
Right.
We beg to differ. We know that Shedeur Sanders is and will always be a superstar. We know that Shedeur Sanders has the bad end of the stick, or should we say second to none, when it comes to disrespect on the NFL football field. He's actually in first place of people not wanting to see him, of people saying that he's not a good person. They're running the same narrative that they have with Angel Reese. Don't you see, guys? Don't you see, guys, how these people in these organizations, they play games with people's lives and their career. So I do want Angel to go ahead and finish the season. I do want Angel to make the perfect decision to say that, hey, even through the turmoil, I'll still come to the court and I'll play. I'll make it happen because it's called professionalism. Forget about your emotions. Your emotions have nothing to do with the job that you have to do. You got paid to be on the court and you will play. And she does that and she understands that. Shedeur Sanders, meanwhile, cannot even get on the carpet, chat. Shedeur Sanders cannot get on the carpet. CBS covered it. CBS says why Shedeur Sanders won't be allowed to play in week one versus the Bengals unless this emergency situation happened. And they went on to say in this article, it says Shedeur Sanders will be suited up for the first game of the NFL career on Sunday, but there's no good chance that you won't see him take the field at all. Cleveland Browns have listed Shedeur Sanders as their emergency third quarter quarterback for their regular season opener against Cincinnati Bengals, which means that there are very strict rules in place about when he play. Y'all hear that?
Yep.
So it's very strict rules. What type of strict rules, Sister Tony, that he has to play? What rules would it be strict about deciding on who should go in and who? At the time, I thought that football would be, a situation where you see how the game is going. In any sport, you see the player that you need for that time, or you will see the quarterback that you need to put in at the time because of the way that the game is going and who can handle certain situations better. Being that they both are rookie quarterbacks, of course, Dillon Gabriel and Shedeur, we know and we have seen better film from Shedeur than Dillon Gabriel. Mind that he did get sacked 5 times in his game outing of the last time that they played, but he did not turn over the ball. Dillon Gabriel, on the other hand, has turned over the ball multiple times, 3 times, 1 a fumble, 2 a pick 6, and then of course turnover on downs, right? So we would say that Shador Sanders is unfairly depicted as not being so good. The narrative is now that Shador just really isn't the player that they need to have. It says the emergency third pick must come from the 53-man roster. Sanders, who was taken in 5th round of the NFL, we already know that. It says made the final roster when the Browns decided to keep them three quarterbacks. Sanders was the 4th quarterback on the roster when training camp started, but Browns has traded Kenny Pickett to Raiders in the late August. So by them doing the situation with Kenny Pickett going to the Raiders, put Shador Sanders as number 3. But the Browns want to pretend, Sister Tony, that he's a far 3. He's a far 3 instead of being a 1-2 on this team. You could go ahead.
Well, you said it all. You said it all. But the key point about this weekend that was the biggest highlight for Shador is when he put himself in a position when the kicker, as they would say, and I'm going air quotes, lost the game because he missed 2 crucial field goals, right? And he's a rookie, which rookies will have those mistakes. He was the only one that went up to the kicker and told him, hey, it's okay. We'll live to play another game, right? But just that, the words that he gave the kicker and showing leadership says a lot. And that's what you want from your quarterback. You don't have your veteran quarterback doing that, and you don't have your second pick. You don't have your backup quarterback going in there and doing the same thing, or anybody else on the team. He was the only one went to this kicker and did what he was supposed to do to reassure him it is a game. This happens. We have another game to get prepared for and moving forward. Because one of the things you want to do as a leader is you want to make sure that all of your guys, not one, not some, all understand and feel the confidence that you have in them. You have to reassure your players. And that's what leaders are supposed to do. And your quarterback is your leader. Your quarterback is your guy. Your quarterback is the one that will sit there and supposed to hold the team together. I'm not going into the offense versus defense thing, because you have that too. But overall, no matter where you have offense, defensive leaders, you still have your quarterback that's going to run that entire team. And all your players have to hear, know, and feel you and the things that you do. It affects and it means something to your players. When you do that, you will get the highest of heights out of your players at all times moving forward. But you have to reassure your players and give them that. The selfish play in football does not work. It works less in football than it does in basketball.
Absolutely.
So, and that's my take on that.
That's not one. It's not one star or Pro Bowler, right?
Right.
It's not. It take you. It take you a many men to be in the Pro Bowl in this league, and I think that what we've seen from Shador, we have had enough in the culture. We have had enough of seeing our young brother, our young man, our young brother being put into bad situations, meaning that the situation is him not hitting the field and him being talked about as if he could not deliver. That's a bad situation.
Right. Right.
So we know that the Shador can deliver. We know that Shador will deliver. And all he needs is his opportunity to get on the football field so that he can, show the world exactly who he is and who we know that he is. So you guys hit the like button, please. Subscribe to the channel if you can. Donations are greatly appreciated. Go over to Sister Tony. Go over to Sister Tony Court Vision and Court Vision with So Pretty Tony, and subscribe to the channel, y'all. Let's get her subscribers up. And what I will say is, every time that you have a situation, you cannot be emotional about it.
Can't be.
You have to think it through. You have to plan, plot, strategize. And this is why the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, think 5 times before you say one word.
Yes.
Think 5 times in a situation before you speak one word. And we have to think about what we say, how we strategize with each other. And like I said, keep the main thing the main thing. Main thing is that we want Angel Reese to be the greatest basketball player that has hit the court in her full capacity of what she can be. That's the main thing. What the main thing is that we want Angel Reese, yes, to be in a better situation on her team. If she wants to stay in Chicago, we want her team to get better. And if she wants to move on, we want her in a better circuit of events. So it could go either way. But what we're not going to do is be overly emotional about it and clouded mind and be so rageful and revengeful. We know the culture always speak its mind. The culture always see, just like with Shador, we see Angel, and we know that Angel Reese wants to be great. We know that Angel Reese did not come from a dark place on what she stated about the team situation. She was just stating the facts. But once again, like I tell you guys always, if Jesus or the Holy Quran speaks that truth out of season can do more harm than good. And just because you got the truth, that don't mean that the people gonna accept it because it comes from you. And it also came from a good place when she said it. So, Sister Tony, we had a great show, a great show. We did it in an hour and a half.
Yes.
Lord mercy. I appreciate everyone. We had so much stuff to go on.
Put my count back up there, Brother Clark.
We had so much stuff to go on.
Come on, y'all.
So much to do. Get over to So Pretty Tony and y'all hit them subscribers. Get over there. Get over there. Go on and do it. Make it happen. Make it happen. So Pretty Tony, get her subscribers up in real time. And let everybody know that we got shows and we're doing the best that we can to bring you the best coverage, the best information, and of course we also are here to have fun, right? Because it ain't nothing, you know what I mean, for to sit here and talk that ish with you. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Sister Keisha, cut that ish. She wasn't here on her job because she got another job. But I thank you. Shout out to Keisha and loving us and the things that she does over here on, listen, on the shows that you see. Sister Keisha is 10 toes down and she makes it happen for us all and helping us and deliver good topics, great, you know what I'm saying, great production, and of course showing that we as a group can make it happen. And I thank everybody. I appreciate you so much. But as always, Tony.
As always.
Let me see your pretty face, So Pretty Tony. We leave as we came.
Of course.
With another banger. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all so much. love, peace, and hair grease.
I'm the king.